Well, more people are cutting back. New figures from the Commerce Department show consumer spending fell 0.2% in June. That's the first drop in nearly 2 years. Incomes also grew by just 0.1%, the weakest growth since September. Consumer spending is very closely watched, of course, because it accounts for 70% of economic activity. We are more than halfway through 2011, but when it comes to the stock market, we're back to square one. Stocks took a sharp plunge back to levels at the beginning of this year. The Dow Jones dropping 265 points. And Fox 9's Ted Haller's here now with more on that. So, Ted, there are some people who thought that this debt deal was going to rally the market, but then there are others who say, you know what, it just proves more uncertainty.
And I think that's it. Clearly, the debt ceiling deal didn't do much for Wall Street at all. Instead, with the deal complete, worries have now shifted to other issues like that dismal consumer spending report you were talking about, high unemployment numbers, some struggling companies, just to name a few. These are times of uncertainty.
It's probably a little awkward standing up there on a day the Dow's fallen 265 points. Better awkward, though, than worried.
You know what they're worried about? They're worried about being worried.
Mike Rogers is a financial advisor with 360 Financial in Minnetonka. He says today's stock market plunge is just the latest example of uncertainty on Wall Street and in homes across Minnesota.
Most people are just worried that we're going to get into another situation like 2008, where the markets went to a 40% drop, and they've just recovered from that big drop.
So how bad was today's drop? Well, for every stock that was up, another 4 were down. It's the 8th day in a row stocks have fallen, which is only the 6th time this has happened in 30 years, taking all of this year's gains and erasing them.
If you go to approximately January of this year to where we're at right now at the very end, you can see it's pretty much the same.
So what to do if you're worried about your investments, about retiring on time or growing that college savings account? Mike says first, take a deep breath. Then, whatever you do, take small steps.
What people don't want to do is all of a sudden panic and all of a sudden go from I was in all stocks to now I'm all cash.
Investors, politicians, business people, figuring out where the country is headed. Mike says join the crowd and think about your own finances.
And so this is a perfect chance for people to sit back, review where they're headed.
And when reviewing your finances, Mike says stick to your goals and make sure you have a plan. And I should say that just in the last couple hours, some of the Asian and Australian markets have opened, and they're now having dramatic drops as well. Back to you, Jeff.